Filecoin, Phil, is a resource dwelling on a decentralized stockpiling network in view of the Interplanetary File Storage (IPFS) Convention, Filecoin. On 3 May 2022, the cost of Filecoin dropped by 43% since hitting an unequaled high last April. On the off chance that you are interested about Filecoin's local token, PhilS, most current updates, and specialists' Phil cost forecasts from 2022 to the following couple of years, you've tracked down the right video. Decentralized capacity organization. The idea of putting away records online by dividing them into scrambled sections and designating these parts to different hubs on a circulated network. Who are the founders of Filecoin? Filecoin was established by Juan Bennett, who likewise made the interplanetary file system. Bennett is an American PC researcher who learned at Stanford University. In the wake of establishing Protocol Labs in May 2014, he went to Y Combinator in the late spring of 2014, fully intent on supporting the two IPFS and Filecoin, as well as different undertakings. What makes Filecoin unique? Filecoin expects to store information in a decentralized way. Dissimilar to distributed storage organizations like Amazon Web Services or Cloudflare, which are inclined to the issues of centralization, Filecoin uses its decentralized nature to safeguard the uprightness of an information's area, making it effectively retrievable and difficult to control. Decentralized capacity frameworks like Filecoin permit individuals to be their own overseers of their information, as well as makes the web more available to individuals around the world. Since taking part in the Filecoin network by mining and putting away is straightforwardly connected with winning more block rewards, Filecoin motivates members to act genuinely and store however much information as could be expected. Filecoin, Phil, news and updates. SnarkPack v2 is another emphasis of the Filecoin proof aggregator that was delivered by Filecoin. This works with simultaneous evidence check on the Filecoin organization. Filecoin, Phil, is a shared organization sent off in October 2020 by Protocol Labs. The stage is intended to use worldwide unused stockpiling, turning into a proficient storehouse for clients who might pay a minimal expense, while as yet getting a legitimate and get extra room simultaneously. Filecoin depends on capacity excavators to give this space. Capacity excavators are people or associations with spare plate space on PCs that are associated with the web. Unlike other crypto diggers who get coins as remunerations for performing complex computations in confirming exchanges, Filecoin stockpiling excavators get Phil as a prize for giving PC stockpiling. The Filecoin initial coin offering, ICO, was held in 2017, however it was not exchanged until the Filecoin mainnet was sent off on 15 October 2020. At that point, Phil was exchanged for $150. Mainnet. The final result of a blockchain project which is accessible for public utilize. Phil's cost before long tumbled to the most reduced level at $20.60, before a half spike shockingly happened a couple of days after the fact, carrying the symbolic cost to $40. During November and December 2020, Phil's worth was in the scope of $27 and $35.50. However, at that point in practically no time dipped under $20. At long last, Phil finished 2020 with a worth of $24.33. In January 2021, Phil's cost stayed inside $20.89 and $26.20, which endured through the main 7-day stretch of February, before at last flooding essentially by 60% on 9 February 2021. Interestingly, since October 2020, the Phil cost was above $50. The brilliance went on in the next month. Filecoin costs amazingly expanded by around 450% during March 2021. This was supposed to be because of the dramatically expanding cost development and Phil nearly getting through $200 before the month's over. This development proceeded and Phil at last hit a record-breaking high on 1 April 2021, with a worth of $238.20 and a market capitalization of more than $14.8 billion. Costs then, at that point, combined over the course of the following couple of weeks. Then a sharp pullback occurred in the final part of April 2021, bringing the fill value down to $130. However, at that point toward the finish of that very month, Filecoin's worth began moving upwards once more and hit $149, addressing a year-to-date gain of 512%. The worth of Filecoin disintegrated in the early long stretches of May 2022, falling by 18% in a monstrous auction. Assuming that you are interested, we've arranged Filecoin cost expectations for 2022 and for the following couple of years as per specialists beneath. Cryptocurrency information site DigitalCoin predicts Phil's cost will be bullish before very long. It is assessed that the fill cost will be at $19.4 in 2022, then, at that point, increment to $22 of every 2023 and $48 out of 2028. In the long haul, the fill projection could arrive at a normal of $69 by 2030. On the opposite, Willett investors are less hopeful in their fill cost forecasts. The source said the cost might drop to $0.18 in the following 5 years. Compressor forecast figures the fill cost will ascend from $24 toward the finish of 2022 to $39 toward the finish of 2025 and hit $54 toward the finish of 2030. What is Filecoin, Phil? Filecoin is a decentralized stockpiling framework that expects to store mankind's most significant data. The venture brought $205 million up in an underlying coin offering, ICO, in 2017 and at first arranged a day for kickoff for mid-2019. Nonetheless, the day for kickoff for the Filecoin mainnet was pushed back until block 148,888, as most would consider to be normal in mid-October 2020. The venture was first portrayed back in 2014 as a motivation layer for the Interplanetary File System, IPFS, a distributed stockpiling organization. Filecoin is open convention and upheld by a blockchain that records responsibilities made by the organization's members, with exchanges made utilizing Phil, the blockchain's local money. The blockchain depends on both verification of replication and confirmation of spacetime. Is it too late to buy Filecoin, Phil, in 2022? Having progressed significantly since its send-off in 2020, Filecoin, Phil, is as yet supposed to be an advantageous interest in 2022, and it isn't past the point of no return for you to do as such. Citing from the authority site Filecoin.io, the organization has outperformed the consolidated stockpiling limit of 14 plus IB, with the assistance of 3,600 plus stockpiling suppliers from everywhere the world. What's more,